Hi, it's lovely to see you. Welcome to our short reflection for this morning. I don't know what today is like for you, where you are, but it's a lovely, sunny, blue sky day here today, and that's very welcome, isn't it? Just a little bit of brightness, I think, in amongst a lot of gloom that we've had recently. So I hope that lockdown is treating you well. I hope that you're getting through whatever it looks like for you at the moment. Now, let me sort of start this reflection by just asking a very simple question, really. And that's, what are you looking for? What are you looking for in life? Now, I realise that's a fairly deep question, which probably requires, more pondering than me just giving you 5 seconds to think about it. But I wonder, what are you looking for in life? Is it happiness, success, wealth, meaning maybe, health maybe, love maybe, I don't know. Maybe you might answer that question a bit differently now than you would have done, say, 12 months ago. Because sort of times of struggle have a way of making us focus on what we really want, don't they? As opposed to what we think we want. Now, it's a question actually that Jesus asked some of his disciples when they first approached him and they were first interested in following him. And he said to them, what are you looking for? The disciples responded to him. I won't go into the details because it's not really important for this. But they gave him an answer. And Jesus' response to the answer that they gave him at that time was very simple. It was just, well, come and see. Come and see. Come and be with me, if you like. Come and follow me and see for yourselves. And I just think that's fascinating, actually. Because what Jesus is saying to us, he says that what we're looking for, what we're searching and yearning for, what we're made for, is not actually the stuff that we normally associate with religion at all. He doesn't point them at a bunch of scriptures or a complex web of beliefs and doctrines. He doesn't point them at a sort of a bunch of rules for the way to live, although all of these things become part of the picture. Where he starts is by suggesting that what we are looking for at our deepest and most fundamental level is simply life walked with him. That's strange, isn't it? Strange really in the first case that we might suggest that we find ourselves in someone else. And sadly, actually, I think in many cases our experience is that we actually do try to do that, but we fail to realise that we try to find ourselves in the wrong person. But actually this is really what Jesus says. He says, come and find out, come and find yourself in the one who spun the stars into space. Come and find yourself in the one who knew you before the beginning of time. Let that one settle in a bit. Come and find yourself in the one who handcrafted you with great delight and love. Come and find yourself in me, is what Jesus says. And it's mind-blowing, isn't it, really, in many ways? And it might seem ridiculous, actually, to many ears. I know that. Trust me, I know, because I thought it was ridiculous for many decades. And yet it's true. The creator of the universe says to us, come and find yourself. Come and find out what you're looking for in me. Now, there's a song by probably my favourite band, U2, called I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. Back in 1987, 33 years ago now, that's a frightening thought, so I'll skip very quickly past that. Back in 1987, it was released on what I still think is one of the best albums of all time, The Joshua Tree. And it's funny really, because as a 20-year-old, not really knowing what on earth I was looking for, or even frankly that I was looking for or searching for anything, I loved this song. And yet the funny thing is that if I look at the lyrics now, it's basically as much of a Christian song as you will ever find. It's a gospel song. It speaks of God's kingdom. It speaks of angels and devils. It speaks of the cross. It speaks of all things around the Christian faith. And yet all of that went straight over my young atheist head. I just thought it was a brilliant song. But I have to say, in retrospect, I suspect that even then God was doing something in me, you know, through that music that 20 years later would break into my life. But what this song does, I think, is speak of our constant search, our desire, our restlessness, our need to find that something that just feels constantly a little bit out of reach. And I don't know if you ever feel like that. That sort of, there must be something more. There's something I'm missing. There's something that I'm actually yearning for that I'm not at. So if I look back, you know, 33 years to my young self, and I see somebody actually floundering around in the dark, not having a clue what I was looking for, not that I would have said there was anything at all wrong with my life, you know, it was good. I was young. I was in love. I was having fun at university. I had dreams for the future. I was happy. And yet the song spoke to me. And it would only be after God had finally hunted me down all those years later that I would really understand the song. That I would really understand what it was that I was looking for all those years earlier. Saint Augustine, one of Christianity's greatest thinkers, very famously said of God, he said, "We are made for you, and our heart is restless until it finds its rest in you." And I guess that's what I've come to see, really. Not that I found what I was looking for, because I don't think I'd have ever known what I was looking for. But that I've been found. I've been found by the one who made us for himself. The one who made us to live life resting in him. So I don't know if you're restless. I don't know if you've got that sense, a sense that you haven't found what you're looking for. So today, can I just encourage you, maybe for the first time, maybe for the 100th, to come and see. Come and see what you're really made for. Simply a life lived with Jesus Christ at its heart. It won't necessarily mean wealth or health or happiness or all the other things you might think you're looking for, but it will bring you to the place that you were made to be. So thank you for joining me for this reflection today. I urge you, if you've not heard the track, still haven't found what I'm looking for, do seek it out. It's a wonderful piece of music of its time. I hope you have a blessed day. Please go well, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.